Welcome back. My name is Jane, and today I'd like to do just a little bit different for greenlighting my day. Well, not too different. Obviously, I'm the quotes queen. But I came across this morning this really cool meme, or whatever you want to call it, poster on Facebook, that this motivational speaker. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I don't have this turned off. Um, that this motivational speaker posted. And he writes, "You are not meant for a life of mediocrity. Stop letting the regret of yesterday and the insecurity of tomorrow steal your today. Live this day. Do not allow your spirit to be softened or your happiness to be limited by a day you cannot have back or a day you cannot have." Okay. Do not allow your spirit. See, mistakes happen. Do not allow your spirit to be softened or your happiness to be limited by a day you cannot have back or a day that does not yet exist. Take charge. Seize this day and allow upon this fertile day to be planted the seeds of your happiness and success. Okay, sorry I messed up on that. But I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. And like I told the girls, I don't want to be recording videos over and over and over. You're just going to have to see I'm imperfect. When I started this channel, I invited you to be imperfect with me. So that's me being imperfect. But anyway, when I saw that he had written that, it reminded me of this quote that I listen to a lot. That's on my MP3 player. Where Will Smith talks about mediocrity, where he says being realistic is the most common path to mediocrity. Being realistic is the most common path to mediocrity. So I think that when I see those things, they're signs to tell us that we grow up and are surrounded by people that are always telling us be realistic. Be realistic. That what you're wanting to do, like if you decided to write a book, you're never going to be like J.K. Rowling. So don't even try it. You want to be an actress? Well, you're too old. You're not pretty enough. You're not skinny enough, to make it big. Actresses have a shelf life. You want to be a painter? Well, you're going to have to be dead before you're successful. You see what I'm saying? There's always voices telling us what we can't do, what we shouldn't do with our lives. But if there's something that I learned in the Brené Brown, and I'm still learning, this is a lesson that I am still absorbing, is that she would have us do artwork and answer questions while we did this artwork. And there's something about breaking out the creative process in us. We're all born with creativity. I've never seen a child not imagine something while they're playing, not imagine another world, not imagine, being in this world. It's real for them while they're in the middle of play. That's a real world. The possibilities exist. And somewhere along the line, we lose that because we have to be realistic. And okay, yes, we have to be realistic, but there is a place to be creative, to be lost in that world that we imagine, that's full of possibilities. And I believe that we have the power to pull from that world and bring it into our real life. So what I've been doing is that for the last month or so, maybe even a month and a half, there's this little girl that has been coming to me in my dreams. And in my waking hours, I think a lot about this little girl. And I'm a mother of sons. I've never had a little girl. But for some reason, this little girl has been, quote unquote, speaking to me, not like talking to me, but I'm imagining her and I'm weaving her story. And I'm finally getting to where I think I'm going to write her story. She's one of 7. And imagined all, her and her sisters. Although I think one of them may be a brother, or maybe one of them is gay. I don't know, but one of them is not like the others. I'm not sure. I just know that I I see their story, and I think it's time for me to write down their stories. And not because I want fame or fortune. Although I'll take the fortune, forget the fame. Uh, but I'm not even sure that I'm even interested in publishing it. But I feel like it's time to tell a story. And my creative genius, as Elizabeth Gilbert says so eloquently in her TED Talk, The Creative Genius, the link I'll post below. Um, I think my creative genius has decided to come and visit me. So, because they're here visiting me and knocking on the window and knocking on the door, uh, it's time for me to open up and show up, because I wasn't meant to live a life of mediocrity, and neither are you. And it's time we are who we are, and forget about what other people think of us, because in the end, what they think of us, whether it's good or bad, really has nothing to do with us. It has to do with them, what they think, what they value. So when somebody says you're a good person or you're a bad person, neither pat yourself on the back nor put your head down in shame, because those words have nothing to do with you. It's their perception of you. The truth is, only you or I have seen ourselves naked without this body. Only one person knows who we are inside. Only one. Nobody else does. Only one. It's us. Inside the soul. Only the soul knows who we are, who we truly are. And it's the soul who loves us as we are. And it's the human mind that wants to beat us down. So let go of the negative self-talk. It's time to rise and live the life that you were meant to. If you have a story to share, share it. It has nothing to do with whether it's published. It has nothing to do with whether millions of people ever read it. The thing is that your creative genius showed up, and it's time for you to do the work. And know that that's what you were here on the planet for. Okay? So I'll see you all in a few days. Thank you so much to Sally and Trisha. Oh my God, you ladies are just amazing. And I'm so excited for March, because in March we start having guest vloggers, sprinkled here and there over the next few months, because other people are greenlighting their day and are willing to share what they're doing to start their day and ours. It's a practice. We're just practicing positivity. And the more we practice, the better we get. We'll never be perfect, but we are perfectly imperfect. And I think that rocks. We'll see you. Bye.